Hey, look, let me tell y'all something. Y'all gotta give men a break. Y'all gotta give, especially us. Y'all gotta give us a break because guess what? Check this out. Y'all want to know why men. Y'all want to know like why how we view y'all, how we view y'all. It's because let me tell y'all something, bro. Dude, this for my brothers who suffer from. Let me tell y'all something, bro. A lot of dudes not gonna tell y'all this because our mental health in the United States is ignored. We told to suck it up. We told to bottle it all up. We, regardless of us going through childhood trauma and abuse, we guess what? We was always programmed to suck it up because our abusers punished us for trying to seek justice about the abuse because that's what narcissistic parents would do, because it ain't about justice with them, it ain't about righteousness with them, it's evil. So like, you're not dealing with some individuals that operate based off love. You dealing with individuals that you dealing with a parent or two parents that operating based off control because they don't love each other. If guess what, actions speak louder than words. If your mama and daddy loved each other, they would have showed you. You wouldn't have been able to see that you would have been able to see their union and see how they love each other. But we didn't get to see that. The only thing we seen was our parents arguing with each other, our parents fighting with each other, our mamas lying on us. Let me tell y'all something, and this is today's video. I'm gonna hit you with the headline, and a lot of people are uncomfortable. This make y'all uncomfortable. But see, I'm gonna keep it 100. A lot of dudes fucked up in the head, and they got a vendetta against women, and it ain't really a vendetta. It's just like how they was brung up, because you got to understand something, especially in the black community. I'm gonna keep it gangster. We always told, we know about men that's creeps, but see, we don't know, y'all don't know about narcissistic mothers though. Let me tell you something about them. Narcissistic mothers are the most perverted, the most creeps, the pedos. That's what y'all don't understand. A lot of us, we have to deal with, a lot of dudes have to deal with emotional incest, meaning you not dealing with a woman, you dealing with your girlfriend. Your mother not treating you like her mother. She's not being a nurturer. So look, let me tell you something. This is why men is fucked up, because guess what? They already didn't have no real, true mother figure, because this woman was emotionally immature. You evil. You not about parental guidance, because you can't guide no one. So like, this for my brothers who was come from single mothers. I'm a nigga that come from a single mother. Yeah. Look, dude, that nigga, bruh. We always talking about how dudes be creeps. Why y'all not talking about them? Cause they the ones who fucked a lot of niggas up. They the ones that's why they the ones they why y'all sexualize women. Because guess what? They mamas did it. They mamas was walking around the house with no clothes on. They mamas was walking around the house flirting, acting like they wanted their own sons to be their boyfriends. They mamas, we seen our mamas do this faggot shit, this weird shit. So it ain't, man, fuck all that. We finna speak on it. And cause that's why, and a lot of niggas be hurting because they can't speak on it. Cause you get to speaking on it, everybody get mad. I'm just gonna speak on it because it ain't finna be no gender war with me. Fuck all that. Them shits is perverse. I put this on everything I love. Narcissistic mothers are perverse on everything. This is a big problem. That emotional incest is real. Because that do not know the psychological effect that's gonna have on a man, him growing up and how he gonna view women. See, everybody not like Robert. Robert gonna heal. Because I got God, I ain't got no choice. But like for my brothers that's out there that ain't healed from this shit, and they ain't speaking on this shit because they tried to speak about it. But see, Robert, no one would never believe me. Everybody will believe if my daddy did something to my sister. Ain't nobody gonna believe my mama doing something to me. They not gonna believe that my mama is more perverted. She's the pervert. And that's what narcissistic mothers are. They're perverts. That's what emotional incest is. They ain't looking at us as we they sons. This for me and my brothers. This for me and my brothers. For anybody that been through, this is for brothers who have been through narcissistic mothers. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. And that fucks with you. And you ain't got to be afraid to admit that. Yes, they do, because that's wrong. Emotional incest, that's perversion. That's wrong. Even though we men, we still got a soul. We still got hearts. Let me tell you something. I still got integrity. I don't want no woman. I don't like perverts, just like women don't like perverts. But see, women are perverts also. So it ain't no double standard shit with this. I'm a gangster. I ain't even we some gangsters. We don't about none of that. And y'all got, and for my sisters, y'all gotta understand something. This what a lot of dudes sing. And this don't have nothing to do with race. This isn't all races, all ethnicities. Let me tell y'all something, bro. A lot of my brothers and sisters to this, a lot of my brothers, because I'm speaking on men, a lot of my brothers to this day just psychologically fucked up and traumatized. Because guess what? You don't know what they done been through. See, y'all, this is what people trying to hide from y'all, because it's about image with narcissistic parents. And then on top of that, narcissistic mothers, they got the matriarchy behind them. Period, point blank. Because this the U.S., this system operates based off the matriarchy. Matriarchy, that means women run the world, men run the world. They can never, anyway, we run this. But anyway, we gonna allow y'all to believe y'all do, but you don't. But anyway, So guess what? With them knowing we got the system on it, but look, it's too much shit that can cover this for them to hide behind this shit. So you will never know that. You will never know, because guess what? We men gonna forever be the perverse. The only ones who can partake in perversion, is them. No, but see, if we do it, they won't be able to catch us, because they'll normalize us. They'll think us being a woman is normal because we're women. That's not normal. We feel the same way y'all feel. If I had a child, let me tell you something. I would never in my life even look my child. I wouldn't even talk to my child. I would be, guess what, being a father, I would be teaching my children. I wouldn't even have, guess what, my child emotions is his or her emotions. Robert, you didn't bring this child into this world. God did. God created this child. So what is your role? What is you gonna do? I got to raise your child in the way that it should go, so that way once they get older, they won't depart from it. And I got to allow my child to be an individual, because guess what? Her mama right here, his daddy right here. This woman, this child, you don't come from a single mother household. I'm thinking, no, Robert, I ain't going out like that. I will not, my children gonna have their mama right there. I ain't going out like that. I'm sorry. It's too many single mothers losing out here. And it's too many niggas normalizing single motherhood. I'm not doing it. I'm not a follower. I don't care. I'm not doing it, because I know I'm gonna make you bitches suffer how I'm living. Anyway, because you'll never get no nigga like this. Yeah, but see, I'm a gangster. I'm a real man. I'm a family man. I ain't doing it. And if I don't get it, I really don't care. But all I can say is I ain't finna, nope. Yup. I'm just spending money alone. We just gonna do this. But I said, nah, some people, it's our way or no way. But I don't want to be a single father. I don't want to be what my parents did. You gotta understand something. I gotta be better than my parents. I gotta be better than what I come from, because I got it in me. But see, I've never seen it. So it is my job to break that generational curse and prove to these people that I can be. It ain't even proven, because it's who I am. But if we gonna prove you wrong, we gonna prove you wrong regardless. Because you should never been hating. You should never been comparing your lifestyle to somebody else's lifestyle. This anybody. I'm like, yeah. I'm saying, check this out. I ain't got nothing against, and there's some good single mothers up out there. There's some good single mothers out there. I'm just saying, I'm not gonna be a nigga that's gonna get a woman pregnant, because I'm not gonna have sex with you. Because like that's lust. Like, Robert, if we ain't got time for that. Ain't nobody got time to be sitting up here wasting time. We adults. Let's get straight to it. Yeah, I'm like, if your boyfriend, if your baby, something, I'm finna keep it 100 with y'all, bro. I feel like some of these people need to get back with their baby daddies. But anyway, that's a different story. But like, I'm just saying, I I got to do better than the people that I came from, and I'm doing better. It ain't I'm doing better. And I'm better. Yep, and I ain't do it for them. I did it for me. I ain't do it for them. I did it for me. Because I didn't have their support. See, narcissistic parents. Let me tell you something. You ain't gonna have the support of your narcissistic parents because they don't love you. They don't view you as children. They view you as, let me tell you something. You ain't nothing but a pawn in their game. You ain't nothing but an option with them. You ain't nothing but a slave to them. They gonna show you that once you don't conform to them. It's all right. Look, everybody likes you. Narcissists will love you and adore you. And promise you, y'all mamas gonna love y'all. If y'all, for my dudes, y'all narcissistic mothers, they'll give y'all anything. But see, y'all got to give y'all soul to them. Y'all got to be that boyfriend for her. You don't. You got to. They sick in the head. You gotta understand something. These demons also so pedophilia is the norm to them. Perversion is the norm to them. This your mama. That's normal to her. She don't operate. She don't have no righteous in her heart. This woman is evil-hearted. So evil will do you. Let me tell you something. You gonna know somebody evil because guess what? Look at how they treat you. You not gonna expect. Let me tell you something. You know when someone is evil because you're not gonna see it coming from them. It's only once you see. It's only once you get older and realize that. Wait a minute. You was sick in the head. You was sick up in the head. A lot of people be talking about some dudes up in they community. A lot of people always talking about who touched them. A lot of females be always talking about some who touched them and they family and stuff. Y'all don't know how many dudes was violated by their aunties, their mamas. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't understand that because if y'all get to speaking on some shit, everybody gonna come to y'all. Hey, if we get to speaking on the shit, suck that shit up, man. I ain't finna believe your mama did that. I ain't finna believe your auntie did that. That's your auntie. I'm like, dude. So it's normal. So let me tell y'all something. So it's normal. It's okay for y'all to be molested and abused by, but see, if our mamas do it, if our aunties do it, it's not okay. We gotta fuck all that. And fuck any nigga that got that mentality because you can't stand on what I'm saying against it. If you a woman up out there and if you don't like what the fuck I'm saying, fuck you because you can't stand on what I'm saying against it. The truth makes you uncomfortable. That ain't fair. It's equal rights. Period, point blank. It's wrong to emotional incest on both ends, both male or female, because narcissistic fathers do that. But see, we know about them. We everybody speak on what dudes do. We need to speak on what your mom with them bozos doing. Yup. That's what I'm saying. That's why dudes is mentally fucked up. That's why they only view y'all as sex objects. Because guess what? Let me tell you something. It's important in women. Y'all gotta understand something. How a dude relationship with his mama is how he gonna view y'all regardless. Because that's his upbringing. So if his mama was a gold digger, and if he didn't heal from that, if his mama was a hoe, every woman is a hoe. Every woman is a gold digger. His mama was dead. But see, she started, let me tell you something. It's not the fact that she's a gold digger, she's a hoe. She exhibited those characteristics and traits towards her own son. She treated me like I was her pimp. Like I was the nigga she was coming, like I was the nigga that she wanted. That's what I'm saying. That's gonna psychologically fuck you up as a man, because you looking at all these girls crying and stuff to my what happened to them. Then my niggas is sitting back. My brother's like, my mama was on some pedophile molestation shit. She was worse than a dude. Let me tell you something. Nobody will never know about it because of the matriarchs. They won't know that. You know how many women is perverts? I know it's more women that's perverse than dudes. I put that on everything I love. That's on everything. They be like, Robert, how come we don't know about it? This is a matriarchy system, bitch. They hate us. Men hate it in the United States. That's on everything I love. Let me tell you something, bro. If you ain't a weak nigga, if you ain't a weak dude that ain't gonna battle them, they gonna hate you, point blank. And nigga, and if you, that's why it's okay for dude. Look, it's wrong for a dude to molest a woman, but it's right for a woman to do that. Give her the same time you won't give a dude that did that to a little girl. Let me tell you something. My brothers up out here hurting in silence. My niggas is out there fucked up right now because they know this shit and they can't speak on it. You gotta understand something. These people, look, let me tell y'all something. A lot of my mothers, let me tell y'all something. Y'all sons look up to y'all. This why all my mothers watching this video. Anybody that's a mom, your son look up to you. Your son gonna do whatever your son gonna kill for you. Your son die for you. Imagine him having this mentality, cause this my mother. I'ma love my mother just for your mother to come and show you and treat you like you her man. Yep, cause that's what narcissistic mothers do. That's real. Emotional incest is real. I'm glad I'm healed from. Ain't nobody did nothing to me. But see, the little mind manipulation game's not gonna play neither. Period, point blank. You gonna know you got a emotional manipulated mother because she's gonna talk to you like you her boyfriend. She's gonna treat you like you her man. They're sick. Look, you ain't gonna realize it until you heal from it and get up out of it. You gonna be like, oh my God, like, bro, this woman is a pervert on everything I love. I put that, I wish I could have called the police on you, because I would have did what the girls did. I would have called the police on my mama and told them everything. They wouldn't have did none of it. It's the fact that they wouldn't even did nothing about it, and I knew they wouldn't have believed me. That's the day I stopped caring about justice, motherfucker. Because I realized that we don't operate based off justice over here. So I take matters into my own hands. You don't get her, we gonna get her. Gangster. Anyway, so I figured the police wasn't gonna do nothing because they just gonna laugh. Them like, Robert, your mama will never do that. That's what they gonna do to my brother. I'm like, that's your mama. She ain't, what that, you can't call it. Look, if your mother forced you to do something, the police ain't gonna believe you. The matriarch system, they can't do no wrong. We ain't finna believe that your mama molested you, that she essayed you. We ain't finna believe that your mama is, every time you meet a girl, she jealous of the girl. She putting on little clothes like she your boyfriend. Because that's what they gonna try to do. Because narcissistic mothers get out based off control. Let me tell you something. They want you to be codependent. So whatever they got to do, they'll do that. Yep. I don't give a with my boy, let me tell you something, bro. Let me tell you something. I don't care what. Dude. I wouldn't even, like, even when I see people kissing their children on the lips, I would never do nothing like that. Because guess what? I respect my child. I know for a fact, like, Robert, this is your child. Your wife is your wife. Your child is your child. That's what I'm saying. We do jaw kisses, like this is a little cute, like, I'm gonna kiss you on your jaw. We don't kiss you on your lips. And I ain't judging people do. I'm just not doing that because that's weird to me. Because I'm not a weirdo. Like, I'm finna keep it gangster with y'all. I'm gonna keep it all the way gangster with y'all. But and I'm gonna tell y'all this because y'all already know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, like, let me tell y'all something for all my black dudes up out there. Let me tell you something. You never caught your mama. Let me tell you something. You remember you caught your mama. Let me tell you something. You remember you caught your mama walking that hallway and you was like, what the fuck, bitch? Go put some clothes on. You went, let me tell you something. You know what I'm talking about. On hood, you know what I'm talking about. Niggas know what the fuck I'm talking about. They ain't gonna know I'm in here. Yeah, you remember that? You remember when you went somewhere, you remember when you, every time you go somewhere, your mama be like, hold the door open for me. Bitch, what the fuck, I'm holding the door open? You ain't my woman. Like, oh my God, you gonna pump the gas for me? Why won't you be a man and pump the gas? I'm not your fucking man, you bitch. Why won't you go get a husband? Where my daddy at? Why my daddy leave you? You mad or something? Cause my daddy left you? You might know how to treat him anyway. He was fucked up. It was a lust relationship. my daddy gone now. And that's why they want to make us suffer. This emotional incest, let me tell you the game. Look, let me tell you something. Emotional incest is, they ain't going to do nothing but, that ain't nothing but a tactic used by narcissistic mothers to get that man to fall up under her. They want to sever your relationship with women because guess what? If I can't have him, no one can. So whatever I got to do, I'm willing to do that. See, me, I know for a fact I whoop my mama because she think, okay, I'm healed. So I know for a fact it's two types of women. It's good women and it's bad women. You got your good mothers, you got your bad mothers. In her mind, I'm going to ruin his relationship with women because the emotional incest that I'm going to do, he ain't even going to like women. See, a lot of them won't, that's why a lot of dudes, it's because they mama programmed them to be faggot, period, point blank. You look, remember, we don't have no father figures in our life, and single mothers can't teach no man how to be a man, so they ain't even teaching us right. Let me tell you something, they was training us how to be faggots. Because we can't learn from no women. We men, we got to learn from men. Period. That's why a lot of niggas is DL. That's why a lot of, because guess what? They ain't healed from that emotional incest. They normalized it now. See, it's normalized. We talking about men. This is why, let me tell you, this is really why a lot of niggas then went that way. I'm like, you crazy. I love women too much to even do that. You crazy. But anyway, look, I don't judge. Shout out to my niggas. Yeah, shout out to the LGBTQ. Let me tell you something, y'all even know for a fact, meaning you might be that way, but see, let me tell you something, you already know who started it. You know who made that transition. Yup, that shit is real, man. Whether people like it or not, that's real. And the truth makes people uncomfortable. Let me tell you something, a lot of dudes not gonna, bro, y'all, women, y'all got to start asking y'all dudes, like, what y'all relationship was with your mother. I ain't got to hate this woman. Because he ain't got to hate this. I'm gonna ask him. Because I want you to ask every their relationship, every man, okay, well, how's your relationship with your mother? That's gonna dictate whether or not you got a real man or not. If you got a man, but see, let me hit you with the headline. It was about control because once the emotional incest worked, that guy, this is for my sister that ever dealt with a man that was a mama's boy. He's not no mama's boy. That's her boyfriend. That's her. Look, as sick as it might sound, she conditioned him to serve her as her man. This not her child. Let me tell you something. If you not gonna be the number one woman, she is. You not gonna be prioritized. She is. Guess what? Let me tell you something. Y'all could be in the middle of making love. If his mama call and say stop, he gonna stop and go to her. Let me tell you something. That's sick. And when he do that, leave his ass. And tell him straight up, you a mama's boy, and you been emotionally, and I see the emotional incest worked on you. He gonna be like, what is that? He don't understand because it's normal now. Tell them I need a man that's gonna talk to. I need a man that's gonna prioritize me as the number one woman, not your mama. That's sick. And if you a woman up out there in relationship, you got the right to feel some type of way because that's weird. Like imagine your man, imagine all the attention that you giving this man, and he ain't even taking that. He taking that for granted and giving it all to his mama. He telling on you. These is mama's boys. They programmed to serve narcissistic mothers because real talk. They're programmed for that. It ain't normal, but see, they're programmed to condition emotional incest as the norm because they ain't never allowed. Let me hit you with the these dudes wasn't taught how we didn't have no father figures in our life, so we wasn't taught about the birds and the bees because our father were pimps. Our fathers was fucking on everything. Our fathers didn't even love our mamas. So how we gonna know what it is? We gonna follow in their footsteps. Yep. I don't, let me tell you something. I don't like the men's mental health ignored thing. And that's why I'm the psychiatrist, because I got my brothers. That's y'all might ignore. I ain't gonna ignore. Cause let me tell you something. We got feelings too. We hurt too. We feel that shit too. We get creeped out too. That's creepy. And I'm a nigga that heal from it, but all my brothers that can't speak on it, that want to speak on it, that creeps them out. And it's all about control. So if anybody, like, let me tell you something, you gonna know a guy has been emotionally incest. You're gonna know a guy has been emotionally abused by his mother based off how he treats you and how he view and his relationship with men also. Because guess what? He ain't even gonna, guess what? Those type of dudes gonna choose that they gonna sever their connections with men because they have a feminine way of thinking. They wasn't even raised based off masculinity. They was raised based off femininity. So now you got this big buff dude that's 6'8" and 220 pounds and in shape. But see, when you talk to him, he's a fag. But see, you notice something. Wait a minute. I noticed something. How come, wait a minute. How come he's 6'8", he 220, he buff? But see, how come his mama be disrespecting him? How come I get to say this for my sister? How come I can't say that to you, but your mama can say that? That's wrong. How can she get to say you that's wrong? How come every time I want you to do something, you got the man, I got to do with my mother? Well, my mother raised me. No, she didn't raise you. She conditioned you to be her man. You her slave now. You serve her. Yep, that's dangerous right there, man, because you ain't going to see that coming. A lot of my sisters not going to see that coming. They trying to figure out why. They know, I know, and this for my sisters, y'all them exes y'all been with, y'all knew something was out, but y'all didn't think about it. Y'all knew. I said, wait, you know you be telling yourself as a woman, and if you ever dated a man that was a mama's boy, who ever been emotionally incested, let me tell you something, you gonna tell yourself, wait a minute, I know that's his mama, but see how he acting? He acting like that's his woman. You know you done told you. Your ex, this for my sister. That's why I like women, because they gonna call it out. They ain't gonna say nothing. They already knew. Y'all already knew they mama screwed them. I'm putting women on game. I'm telling you, I'm really giving y'all the blueprint. Ooh, I really don't supposed to be talking about this, but see, this the truth. We can't get the people what they want. We gotta get the people what they don't want and what they want. You know for a fact when you know your for my sister, I'm talking about my European sister, my black sister, my Asian, any woman of any culture, ethnicity, this ain't got nothing to do with race. I love everybody. You know for a fact that when you asked yourself, when you thought to yourself, when he was gone somewhere, and he said, wait, you said, you know what? Because we not sick in the head, nigga. But see, it's something off with their relationship. You gonna be able to decipher it. You gonna be able to know. You might not be able to because you ain't been in his shoes. You ain't been in his shoes. And then on top of that, he's not going to tell you about the emotional incest that went on because he was taught, he conditioned. When he wanted to speak, he was told to suck it up. Now, like, Robert, what is emotional incest? Can you give emotional incest? Emotional incest is a tactic that narcissistic individuals use to look, let me tell you something. It's so sick, it's so foul. The name it speaks for itself. Essay station. I ain't got to give you a definition. Emotional manipulation, meaning emotional manipulation is when let me use something as an example. Hey mom, I met a new girl, right? I met a new girl and I think she's cute. I told my mom about this. Robert telling y'all, this class, I gotta give you an example. This Robert telling his mom about this new woman he met. Hey mom, this is my new woman. I want you to introduce her. Soon as my mama meet this woman, she looking at her dead. She looking at her up and down, and looking at her up and down. She ain't just like that. Let me tell you something. That's your mother don't look no woman. You don't look no woman. You don't even know this woman. Why you looking her up and down like you jealous that I brung her home? You gotta understand the tactics. You gotta catch my drift. All right. So let's take this. So look, okay. She looked up and down. We ignored her looking her up and down because we don't care about that. We already know, okay, we know what? I'm going to ignore that because black mothers going to look, any mother's going to always feel some type of way about their son bringing another woman home and they introduce her. Nigga, if you a narcissist, okay, this where the emotional incest come in there. I'm with my woman, right? And my mama come up in there and make everything about her. Remember, narcissistic mothers feed off attention. They can't get no man. My daddy left you. Every nigga you didn't been with left you because you was a hoe. You a gold digger. You lame. You're ugly. You ain't no marriage material. You mad because you not no wife. And a lot of my dudes, bro, don't let y'all mamas manipulate y'all into fucking up relationship with good women, because that's what they want. They want to break you because, look, they failed, and if I failed, I want him to fail. My brothers, we cannot let them fall. We got to get married, and we got to reverse it. I'm telling y'all, kill them. We gonna get married. We gonna meet us a good woman, and guess what? We gonna succeed. You can't give them what they trying to give you. You got to get them what they don't want. That's gonna break them. We proving niggas wrong. We killing people with success. We ain't running. We ain't like them. See, me already like this. You already know I'm a gangster. Y'all already know what time it is when you can't bang with somebody like me. You can't bang with somebody like me. Well, look at, man, come on, man. But that's what I'm saying. That's for my brothers. We gonna have our times where we gonna be like, man, fuck all these hoes. But then you gotta think, wait a minute. My mama was my biggest enemy, so I got to, let me tell you something, my daddy didn't teach me nothing either. So if I don't do better than them, I'm going to end up in the same cycle as they did. I got to break that generational curse at all costs. At all costs. This for my brothers. You got to be locked in on this shit. And we going about this shit, whatever. We do whatever about this shit. Because I wanted to be better than them, and I'm better than them. That's what we got to do. And that's why I'm glad I'm an advocate for this, because we gonna motivate you up over here. We gonna put you on. Yeah, man. I'm just, man, but anyway, let's back to the example. Okay. Back to the example. Okay, we didn't look, now I'm in the house. Now my mama, look, I'm talking to my girl because it's just me and my girl now, right? It's just me and my girl. And I'm just using this as an example because I'm letting y'all know for a fact, my brothers, y'all mama, don't bring no girl home. Don't tell your mama you got it. Don't ever tell a narcissistic parent what you doing, because anything you say will be used against you. They're gonna try to sever your relationship with that woman because I'm the only woman in your life. You just brought a woman home. You be like, Mom, you're not my Look, dudes already know for a fact that, man, look, I swear my mama acting like she my girl. And I don't want to say it because they're sick. I'm not sick, but see, I can't. She's sick. And I can't believe that my mama is doing this. That's fucking niggas up. That's fucking niggas up in their head. You got to understand something, because I got to live with this shit, man. I knew this bitch was a creep. But see, even if I spoke on it, I know for a fact ain't nobody gonna believe me because this my mama. Bro, let me tell you something. Go to God. I promise you. And they go to God. I promise you God gonna restore you. And that truth gonna eat us alive, knowing that we gonna know that they'll get away with that shit, man. That's on everything. They gonna get away with it on earth. Because you can't do no wrong. Period, point blank. Look, let me tell you something. Regardless, dude, let me tell you something. Bro. Yeah, them people sick, man. What y'all thought dudes was the only ones? Y'all thought fathers and your grandpas was the only ones that be touching and doing that? No, they do that. Demons have no moral compass. Evil has no moral compass. Whatever, they will go to extreme lengths to destroy you and break you. Remember something. Emotional incest, this ain't about me. This about my spirit. I'm trying to break your spirit. And whatever I got to do to break your spirit, if I have to show you that I'm a pedo, I'm a creep, if I have to display these behaviors to get you to fall under me, regardless, I want your control. But if I can't have your control, I want your soul. Me emotionally incesting you is gonna snatch your soul, because guess what? You're gonna think I'm gonna distort what I'm doing and getting away with. You will never view women the same. See, that's witchcraft. Your reality is gonna be distorted. You could possibly stop liking women and start liking dudes. Because guess what? But see, if you do that, let me tell you something. Regardless, you already know what time it is. You already know you're going. Yeah, I'm like, we could have healed. I'm like, nah, women look too good for that. Boy, every time I see a woman, I'm like, ooh, I don't see how niggas can do it. You dig what I'm saying? But see, that's I don't know. That's them. I don't judge. But I'm just saying me. Boy, you crazy. Anyway. We got to heal and grow up. We can't be, oh God, well, women did this. I'm like, you can't, it ain't really women, it's you. If you couldn't get no woman and you decide that you want to be with a man, that's on you. That's what I'm saying. It ain't be women. You can't blame them for you doing that. You chose that. So you got to accept what come with that. But see, it was the relationship you had. What kind of relationship you had with your mother, with your father, who touched you in that house to set you off. It starts at home. It starts at home. Why you think all women ain't shit? Because guess what? All I heard growing up was my daddy ain't nothing. My mama conditioned me. My mama was telling me, talking down on my daddy. Our narcissistic mothers gonna turn their sons against their father, period, point blank. You gotta understand something. They took our fathers away from us. A lot of our fathers want relationships with us. Our mothers, our fathers, and we got to understand, like, we can't be too hard on our fathers, because our fathers seen this woman for who she was, and our mother lied on us. Our mother lied on him and smeared his name and tried to make it seem, yes, you did, because you did it to me. So what the fuck? Nigga, when I left, when I didn't want to be evil, when I didn't want to, you lied on me and smeared me. So I know what you said about my daddy was a fucking lie. Because you're a narcissist. You're a pathological liar. You cannot believe what narcissistic mothers say. These are demons. They have no love in their heart. Actions speak louder than words. If y'all narcissistic mother love y'all, they would have shown y'all. They would have. Heck yeah. Yeah, it ain't no nigga. But like, I thought, let me tell you something, bro. I had me a daughter. Let me tell you something, bro. I ain't on none of that. You your own individual. That's funny how we'll never be them. We better than them. If we was to have children, our children would never know what emotional incest feel like, emotional abuse, psychological abuse, spiritual abuse. That's funny, because we pure-hearted. But see, that's funny how strong, no matter what we went through in life, even if we was to have children, we would give them a better life. That's why I'm big on marriage. I don't give a fuck. If your mama was a single mother and you say, you know what, I don't care. Let me tell you something. It's two types of people in this world. I'm not going to do that. Because first of all, I love women. I love a woman too much to even do that. Because I already know about Robert. Let me tell you something. Regardless, you had sex with this woman. You tell this woman a real tough game and you get her pregnant and it don't work out. Let me tell you something. You can't be mad at nobody but yourself. Because it takes two to tango. I can't be like, my baby mama did something when I the one slept with her. So guess what? Robert, what are you going to do? I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it because I'm respecting both of us. And then on top of that, I don't give a fuck about the people that did it already, because the people that did it already mad because they won't accept. See, if I was a single father, I would accept the fact that I got a child, and I'm going for straight single mothers on everything. I'm fair with my shit. If I was a single father, no. If I had a child, I ain't finna look for no woman that's single. She don't have to be me. I don't have unrealistic. I'm finna go for single mothers. I'm finna go create I'm finna get this. I got my son, and you got your children. So guess what? We can come together because we already parents. We already know what it feels like. This is great for me and you because you're a single mother. I'm a single father. Single mothers don't get that shit though these days. They be trying to get single niggas. We will never do that with y'all, and y'all know that. Y'all know that. It ain't even nothing to be ashamed of. They be ashamed of their children. I'm like, what the fuck, man? That's a blessing that you got a child. You don't understand what we done been through for us to even be saying this. But see, I don't give a fuck about you. Fuck you. Because guess what? You can't stand on what I'm saying against it. Your nigga ain't gonna say it. Ain't nobody gonna hear it. Because guess what? Let me tell you something. We got to learn how to prioritize responsibility. People like single mothers ain't got no choice but to single mothers ain't got no choice but to be nice, because the reality is you have no choice. Nigga, that's what I'm saying. Nigga, don't come around me. Don't be trying to. If we don't want you, we got to do it right. I'm sorry. You didn't have the cards I was dealt with. And I don't care. It's no excuse. I'm sorry that this dude did it to you. I'm not going to never do it. And that's going to have to hurt you. And you're going to have to die knowing that it's good men up out here. Don't target us. Target single fathers. Because we going to deflate your ego. We don't even want you. And we ain't going to compromise for you. God not going to allow me to do that. I know my worth and my value. But what we can do is put single mothers in positions to get some money or something. We'll give you a job. And see, we gangsters. Let me tell you something. We'll have to get you and your baby daddy. So like, don't even respect us single people. Don't respect us, because we done been through a lot. That's all I'm saying. Respect us, man. Respect us. That's all I'm saying. Respect, because you ain't in our league. Y'all could never. It's a different reality for them. Like, because a lot of things. Let me tell you something. Even if I was to get even if I was to get a woman pregnant, she gonna have a bag regardless. If you didn't fucking bag the nigga that was lame, that's on you. One day we gonna wish we shouldn't have had sex, and you gonna It's too late now. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, man, leave me alone. Cause I can't believe what they been doing. I've been catching, I've been having a boy. But see, they get around Robert, and then because I'm the godfather, I'm that man, I be having, man, hey, check this out. Don't get Google out it. You gotta, let me tell you something. If your baby daddy was to come, I would tell him nothing. I ain't got no problem. I'm just like, that's your baby mama. I'm like, nah, I fuck with y'all. Y'all need to get back together. I don't even fuck with them. I only fuck with straight single women. Like, when I have a child, if I was to have a child, I'm fair with my shit. I ain't got no child, so we outside. But then on top of that, I got morals. But see, I could care less about y'all, because your mother ain't never, you ain't been through what we been through. You ain't been where we been. But it's the fact that I still maintain integrity with this shit. I could get a lot of bitches pregnant right now if I wanted to. But Robert, let me tell you something. That's you know what consequences that's gonna come behind that. So don't do that. And that's what I'm healed. You will never hear unhealed guys speak like this. And a lot of y'all bitches been fucking with unhealed dudes. You ain't got no real man. Cause you come to this with Rob, you probably gonna leave your dude. I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm the therapist. I'm that guy. I'm him. Period, point blank. Without a question or without doubt. Y'all already know what time it is up over here. But I'm humble with this. Yeah. You see how I have understanding. You see how it's no gender roles for me. You see how if I was a single father, I would go for only single mothers, because they still bad. But see, I'm a single man. I know my value. Robert, don't be no dumbass. I don't give a fuck what you saying. You know damn well it ain't gonna happen. You know that, my nigga. We gangsta. I don't care about your emotions. You'll be all right. Let me tell you something. You know what my mama did to me? And I ain't hear from him. You'll be all right. What your daddy do to you? Nothing. What y'all parents do? Nothing. Y'all don't know what we've been through. It's the fact that we didn't overcame emotional incest. It's the fact that we don't even view women as sex objects. When our mothers was the first one. But I can't be mad at no prostitute. I can't be mad at no Instagram model, because my mama was the first one to where she was the first one around me to even display hoish behavior. Oh. I seen her do this. I can't be mad. But see, I don't take my anger and frustration out on nobody, because nobody did nothing to me. And I don't have no ill feelings towards my mother. I love you and I forgive you. Because you're psychologically messed up. I'm not, but you are. But like for all my brothers and sisters, for all my brothers out there, all my partners, all my gangsters, I'm talking about from the S rank, from the top to the bottom with this. Yeah, from the bottom, look, from the top to the bottom with this. From the top, I'm talking about all my niggas, like, bro, y'all know what y'all been through and don't never forget that. But see, we men, so if you overcame this, you a strong individual and God gonna bless you and you deserve to be blessed. Yeah. Yeah. We ain't got to guilt trip over us what we done been through. We don't got to be ashamed of what our narcissistic mothers put us through. We got to talk about it. I'm talking about us as men. We need to start having these conversations because our mental health is already ignored. That's why you gonna get that man. Go follow this real Rob. You only gonna hear it over here. Because we didn't live it. We didn't experience it. I don't give a fuck what your therapist telling you. Your therapist ain't been through what you done been through. That degree cannot whoop experience. You can't talk to me about something. How you gonna tell me something and I never been through it? Because guess what? This is why Robert is the best therapist, because we done been through all this shit. We come from nothing. We come out the mud. We got receipts. For all my brothers up out there, mothers did it. So don't do, let me tell you something, bro. Regardless, we know we fucked up. But like, you gotta understand why men do the things that they do. Let me tell you something, they not gonna tell y'all this. They not. They ain't even had that. We couldn't tell our fathers this because our fathers was simps. Our father wasn't gonna do nothing but try to go right back to the hoish mama and try to make more babies with her. They toxic. We was conditioned to accept that as the norm. That's why we really like prostitutes and hoes, because our mother was a prostitute and a hoe. It's the conditioning of the emotional incest. You're not gonna snap out of it until you heal from it, until you get older and realize what was done. And once you get older, that's when the pain starts, because you gonna realize my mother did that. Do y'all females not know how many dudes is hurting in silence knowing that their mother is their biggest enemy, but they can't handle that because they love their mama. They looked up to their mama. They would have died for their mama. They would have killed for their mama. Their mama crossed them. They sold them out. Like, you don't understand. Like, I loved you, and this the thing, this is how you repay me. My own mother, I had to be a man at a young age for you. My daddy left. I had to get a job. I had to do this. And once I got older and I want to be free, you trying to keep me back? You trying to sever the relationship with my woman? You walking around the house with nothing on and thinking that's normal? And I got to go in my room? You calling my phone. I'm an adult. I'm in college now. You blowing my phone up like you my woman. My woman don't even blow my phone up like that. But see, you always been doing that. Even when I want to go to my friend's house, you pick my friends. You told me I couldn't go hang with this person because you know this person's mother was a real mother. You didn't want me hanging with them because you couldn't control that. You knew for a fact you couldn't control how his mother seen you. So guess what, Robert? I don't want you hanging with them. I'm thinking you protecting me, and I'm mad because I really want to go hang out with my bro. And you mad because he got a real love. He got two parents up over there that's look, they know once we get around, they already know that narcissistic mothers know they have no control outside of their territory. So if I go see how my other friend's father and mother is, I'm like, man, I wish my mom was like that. They already know that. They can't have what's going. They're going to pick the people. They pick your friends. Y'all remember, mama, can I go hang out with such? Can I go? Nah, I don't want you hanging with them. Why you don't want me hanging with them? I hang with them in school every single day. What's wrong with him? His mama already said I don't trust him. What the fuck you mean you don't trust him? His mother is a good person. She make a legit. This my bro. We ain't even gang. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you going. I don't want you going. Man, what the fuck, man? You do not want me to be a man or some shit. Like, you don't want me to be a man. This is how my brothers feel. This is what we've been through. The truth makes people uncomfortable, huh? It do. Because it's dangerous. But that's what it is. That's why. And you gotta heal. We got to heal from that shit, dog, and we got to live with this. People be thinking they be knowing. I be like, man, you don't be knowing my brothers like that. I'm talking about women. I be like, you don't be knowing my brother. You don't even know your husband. You don't even know your boyfriend because you can't even see the pain. You call yourself a woman. It's time for you to be the nurturer. Sit him down and be like, look, I see something with you. I see something. What's wrong with you? You can talk to me. If hey dudes, if don't no woman do that, fuck them. That in my own hood. That means they don't care about you as a man. And that's gonna also mean that, guess what? You just met you another emotional manipulative bitch. That means you got to go ahead. That means we got to get away. We got to heal people. My brothers looking at this. You already know what it is. Hey, y'all already know my brothers. I got y'all. Y'all already know what this. Y'all already know it's no. Y'all know what it is with us. We might have to come with a part 2. Stay blessed.